morning, you lovely lot. Welcome back to the channel, welcome to Notch to 11, and welcome to not only a new dig, but a new dig with my lovely mate Mark. And we've both got some beasts with us. Oh, as he goes mad. Mark's got the Deus 2, and I've got the lovely Manticore, brand new, look at that.
Nice.
So yeah, only the second time I've been out with it. I've done about 4 hours on the Manticore so far. But obviously, most of you will know, I've had a Deus 2 for some time. And I love it. It's an amazing machine. It's been a silver hoover over the last year or so. So we thought it's a great opportunity not only to get together and have a bit of a dig on Mark's permission, God bless you, mate. We thought we'd also use it as an excuse to do some comparisons.
Yeah.
Let's not get overcomplicated. I don't want this to be a massive competition when I put the video out. It's just a harmless 3 or 4 hours in a field. Mark and I are going to stay relatively close, and if we find a target, one of us finds a target, we're going to kind of go over it together, do a bit of filming, see what the numbers and the tones look like, just to do a bit of a comparison, and importantly, see if there's anything that one gets that the other doesn't. So yeah, that's the plan. We're going to both go in general modes. So we're going to, Mark's in program 1, no tweaks other than a little bit of higher sensitivity. I'm in the general all-terrain mode on the Manticore again. No tweaks, just the kind of slightly higher sensitivity. Noise cancel, I'm just going to ground balance for Mark, and other than that, we're going to get swinging. So without further ado, this field has been very, very kind to Mark. Let's see how we get on. See you in a bit. Right, as if by magic, within seconds of starting our intro, doing our intro, Mark's walked on to a fine with the Deus 2. What numbers is it, mate?
7980.
7980. Let's have a look.
Right,
In a bit of 70s. Yeah, it's a decent tone. So let's have a look at the Manticore.
Back to you a bit.
There we are. In the 40s, bit jumpy, but the line's on the target. The blob's on the target line there, look. So we'd both dig those, wouldn't we? Right, let's see what he's got. Always wear gloves, folks.
Yeah, I've got them in my pocket. Just being lazy. It's excitement.
It is excitement.
Ah.
Got it?
Yeah. Do you know what?
And the first find of the day. What's that?
Do you know what? I've only found these on this field. I have no idea. I found
Ooh,
quite a
that's
few.
very
of them.
cool. Is that lead?
Yeah. I found quite a few of them on here. I have no idea what they are.
There we go, folks. Any ideas, let us know. That's a lead something or other. Almost looks like that's been moulded in something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Anyway, both machines found it, and we're off and running. See you in a bit. Right, next one. You see that? Top 30s, early 40s. It's got a little. It's bleeding a little bit into the into that ferrous line at times. But yeah, we don't mind that. Let's see what the Deus 2 is going to show us. There you go, Marky. Yeah, sounds all right.
Yeah, sounds good.
75, 77 on the Deus 2. That is flipping loud, that, isn't it? Right, let's have a look.
You get hammered on your first hole, mate. You're going
Do you know? Can you imagine? Ooh. Sounds a bit dodgy now, doesn't it? Let's have a look. What are we? Oh, there we are. Well, that is a bit uninspiring. Did get a bit jumpy at the end, didn't it? I think that's another little bit of lead. Right, next one. Mark's walked on to. What is it, mate?
71, 72.
71, 72. It's an interesting one for us because it sounds pretty good on the Deus 2. Oh, actually, yeah, in the 30s. Bit of a big blob. But yeah, okay. We'll see what we got. What do we got? Suspense is killing me.
Just a little blob of lead, I think.
Oh, no. A Roman coin there, right? Oh, that's nice. That's old. That's not a blob of lead. Well, it is. It's not lead. That's very interesting. Thought you might have a Roman coin there for a minute, but I think it's a bit too thick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, either way, it's a little blob of bronze or something. Cool, excellent. Let's crack on. Next one. Again, bit of a splattered blob on the target line. That's all I can think of the word to call it, really, blob. It's in the 70s on the Deus too, so we'll see what we got. He's out.
So the butcher's hook.
Yes, that sounds all right.
It's in the 60s now.
In the 60s now, is it? Righto. The other good thing to say is we're quite close to each other, as you can tell, and the machines aren't clashing or chirping at each other, so that's pretty good.
Oh, it's
Oh,
like a button. Yeah. First button.
That button?
Is it a button? Oh, no, I don't think it is. Oh, no, it might be. I think there's a bit of shank missing on it. And I've completely dropped it.
And he drops it. Proper professional videoing here.
Yep.
Oh yeah, little pewter button or something.
Shank's gone off the back. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, well.
All right, yeah, moving on. Right, next one for Mark. So was that high 30s, early 40s? It's on the target line. Where you go there, mate? It's 70s on the Deus too.
Yep.
72, 73. Decent tone. What you wouldn't have seen in most things now so far. What you got? Bit of cack?
Bit of cack.
Bit of cackage. Yeah, it was quite jumpy, wasn't it, for both of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of cack. Oh well.
Let's move on. Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, for both of us so far, what you wouldn't have seen is that most targets that Mark's finding, the Manticore is finding as well. So yeah, mind you, I've not walked over anything particularly. I've found about 3 or 4 bits of lead. So yeah, we'll crack on. Hopefully it's coming through okay. The wind is pretty choppy, and what you won't see, of course, is it's blooming cold.
It's lovely.
It's blooming cold, but also yeah, quite long stubble as well. So we're having to battle through that as well. So yeah, we'll crack on. Mark's finding all the targets at the moment. I'm not. So here we go. You see that? That's in the 80s, mid 80s. Let's get the Manticore. It's got a lovely tone on the Deus. Yeah, pretty nice on there as well. So it's about 3 or 4 inches the clod in terms of depth. We didn't check this one to see whether the Manticore would have found it as well. We'll come back to you in a sec. And it's another one of them. They are very weird. They're obviously for something. If you've got any ideas, they're kind of like they're almost like little cakes, aren't they? Little cakes of lead with the little ridges on around the edge. Yeah. Right. I'd say that's the highest tone I've had so far. 4 shovels, bit of a longer blob on the target line, but no ferrous.
Sounds nice.
Let's see what Mark comes up with in the Deus too. What's that coming up as, mate?
Ooh. 89.90.
89.90. So that's coin territory for the Deus too. Yep. Let's dig it. See what we got. Yep, we're out. Let's see what we got. Is that about 5-6 inches down? Is that? Ooh, what's that? It's green. Oh, that's quite cool. Not sure what that is. See that, mate? Yeah, okay. Well, it was a good signal, good tone on both machines, about 5-6 inches down, and we got a bit of green. So we'll check that out back at the ranch. See you in a bit. 28-29, our friend the 4-holer. Very claggy. So when you get the fines out, it's hard to get down to actually find exactly what you've got. But it was good fun. We're having fun. We're about an hour and a half in, I suppose. So far, so good. Everything that the Deus 2 is finding, the Manticore is finding, and vice versa. I would definitely say the Manticore is much more chirpier than the Deus 2, and that, of course, could be because of my my settings. I still don't know it well enough to. I've been playing with the sensitivity up and down. We've not got any really power cables or anything like that nearby, but yeah, still feels a little bit more, you know, unsteady. I don't know whether that's the power just wanting to get going or not, I don't know, but yeah, that's cool. It's a button. We'll move on. Yeah, so this is in the 90s, this one. '95, '96, '97. It's in the middle of the target line, and it's saying it's, you know, full depth, which could mean it's CAC or iron or something. I'm not sure. Let's check it with the Deus 2. Thanks, Marky. What's it showing, mate?
Jumping, mate.
Yeah, 99. So that to me on the Deus 2 is rubbish. But we'll check it because we never know. Yeah, I know the Deus 2 pretty well. So 99 told me that was going to be rubbish. And now we know. High 90s, high tones on the Manticore is the same. If you're missing part of your number plate, I've got it. BH. Yeah, see you in a bit. There we go. We've got one in the high 40s, early 50s, kind of in between tones. But it's the blob is right in the middle of the target line, and it's an 81 steady on the Deus 2. So let's dig it.
Still in the hole.
Still in there at the moment. You see what I mean about claggy. It's quite hard going. Oh, he's out.
It's got to be that bloody bit of lead, isn't it?
More lead. It's been a lead fest so far. Never mind.
Right. Living a dream. Yeah, 87.
There we go. We're on our first coin. The Deus 2. You can just see that. Little copper, well I say little, I think it's probably a penny. It's an 87 on the, let me just double. Yeah, lovely, 65, 66 on there, so that's about right. What we got, Marky?
We have. So it's going to be a penny.
Oh, it's definitely a penny, isn't it?
Bit of detail on there.
Sorry about that. Zoom out to zoom in, as they say. Who's that? George VI, isn't it?
Yeah, looking that way.
Yeah. Very hard to get all the mud off, but yeah. Reckon that's a George VI. Yeah, that's a George VI. George VI penny. Happy days, mate. We're on the coins.
Hey!
Let's hope it turns the tide of fortune.
Yeah.
See you in a bit. Right, Marky's walked on to another one. What was it, mate?
It is now 88.
88.
Yeah.
Pretty stable.
Yeah, very stable.
All right, let's have a look. The Manticore. Yeah, nice small blob on that line. In the 60s, which is coin territory, I think. Oh, a bit of a jump there. Yeah. Digging that.
Oh yeah. Straight on it.
Straight on it. Right in the middle. Nothing wrong with your pinpointing on my machine, is there?
No. Nice bit of lead.
Oh my God.
Not again.
Yeah. Big lead.
I don't know what. I think it's one of them caps for the.
Is it a container? A lead container?
Yeah, it's got the little.
Oh yeah.
I think it's got the little hole there. I think it might be one of the caps that go on the gunpowder pouch for measuring the gunpowder.
Gunpowder. We're thinking gunpowder measure.
Yep.
Well, if that's what it is, that's a cracking find.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks, mate. Well done. Cool. Right, next one is a 47-48 on the Manticore, but it's a pretty good blob on the middle of the line. We're going to get Marky to check it with the Deus too. Out there, mate.
I think you might have to move that. I think
Sorry,
it's
mate.
interfering a little bit.
Sounds a bit scratchy on the Deus too.
It's a bit up and down. It's really up and down.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, it's a little bit better there.
What was it saying?
79, 78.
79. All right, okay. But it sounded very iffy on the Deus. And sounds much nicer on there, doesn't it? Right, let's find out. Only one way to find out.
That's it, brother.
Dig it out. Lovely and soft, anyway. By the way, if you probably hadn't realised, you probably have realised, I should say, we moved to a bit of pasture because the old the stubble was being a bit of a challenge. So we thought we'd move on to a little bit of pasture. Still in the hill. Let's see if we can find it. Right, it's in a little clod here. And it is a button. Yeah, a button filled with a... Oh, it's actually quite a nice button. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a Royal Artillery button. Yeah, it's got the 3 cannons with the castle or whatever it is over the top of it. So yeah, that's nice.
Happy days.
Yeah, something. We'll take that. It's the best find yet for me, anyway. See you in a bit. Well, we're trying it all today. So we've tried some stubble, which we're about to go back onto. We tried a bit of pasture, and now we're trying a bit of churned up, ploughed, but not rolled ground. Very claggy, very ankle breaky. But yeah, just trying it out on all different styles of land with the old Manticore. Yeah, it's doing okay. I mean, it's pretty quiet for both of us, to be honest. But yeah, we've had some buttons and some bits and bobs, and Mark's had that George VI or George V coin, and he's had that little interesting lead canister thingy. So yeah, we've done okay. We've got about an hour and a half left. I had one in the 20s on here. We didn't bother to compare it because Mark was away, and we got another button. So yeah, right. So we can see if we can find something decent in the last hour or so. See you in a bit. Well, in terms of targets, we've got to say that Mark's won the day, really, so far. He's definitely found the better finds. Yeah, it's a farthing. It's come up as a 79.80 on the Deus, and it is a... Oh gosh. A 66 on the Manticore. And there's something there, you can just about see a bust, but we can't quite make out who it is. I reckon that's an old George or a William or something. Excellent. Cool, about an hour left, and it's blooming cold. See you in a bit. Right, 55. Back on the stubble, on the homeward bound now. Yeah, and stick around because we'll do a little appraisal before we leave the field, just to kind of debrief on the two machines and how they've coped side by side. But yeah, 55 is a very squished musket ball. We don't mind that. Mainly lead for me today, no coins as yet, so hope we can change that in the next hour. See you in a bit. Well, we're down to about half an hour now, and we've got that, which we haven't compared because we've kind of decided the last hour we'd just go off and do our own thing. We've been comparing most tones. I think that is a coin. I think it's a wafer thin coin. I don't think it's a button. It's a 31, just so you know, and it was nice and in the middle. It's probably the best, most repeatable tone I've had all day. It's been a bit of a struggle for me today. I'm not blaming the Manticore, I'm just thinking it's one of them days for me. I just never really walked over anything, but until now. But it looks and feels a bit blank, I don't know. Or is it a button? I don't know. Something there, isn't there? Let's give it a white on the towel.
Yeah, something on there. Or is it just a button? Don't know. We'll have a look at it back at the ranch, but yeah. Alright, well, we got half an hour. That's small, and it was about, not deep, probably about 4 inches, something like that. Yeah, it might be a button actually. Don't know. If it is, it would about sum up my day. Cool, righto. Let's crack on. Next one. Hope it's not the last one. We just kind of turned to head back towards the car now. Sun is trying to break through again after a beautiful start. It's actually got really quite cold and windy and miserable. But yeah, little pistol shot, 29 I think it was. Cool, let's crack on. There he is. Superstar. Thanks mate, really appreciate it as always, fighting me down here. We haven't had the best today in terms of finds, but we've had good company. And we've had a good comparison fest. And I'm finishing off, well not quite finishing off, hopefully not, with a bit of a crotal bell, which I haven't had for ages, and that would have been massive. It was a 55, and as you can see, it's about 10 inches down. It was quite deep, obviously quite big, so you'd probably expect it to pick up. But I've turned the sensitivity right down to 20 on the Manticore because it's just too unstable when you get to 23, 24. Certainly my one is anyway. Yeah, which I find really difficult, and despite regular noise cancelling, yeah, and the stubble and the wind, it's been really hard to pick out signals with all the chatter. So turned it right down to 20, and then I've had a couple of good finds. So maybe that was the answer. But yeah, bit of a crotal bell. Excellent, awesome. Righto, we're done. We've done about 4 hours, and yeah, neither of us have found particularly great things. Not been a brilliant one, has it?
No, no. How was the Deus 2, mate?
Mate, I really like it.
Yeah?
Nice and light. Just, yeah, swing nice and quick with it. I like it, mate, yeah.
Yeah, he's done well.
I'll swap you. You can keep the flex, mate.
No, it's yeah, it's obviously the Deus 2 is a great machine. It's light, as he said, and yeah, you can swing it quite quick and it finds stuff. And that's what you want, isn't it? What have we learned from the Manticore? Well, everything that Mark located on the field that the Manticore went over, it found. First and foremost, I think there was only one target, which was a button, which the Manticore really liked and the Deus 2 didn't. So take from that what you will. It's an unstable beast, is what I'd call the Manticore at the moment. Yeah,
it's a little bit jumpy, wasn't it?
Yeah, so apparently there is a patch coming that's going to kind of hopefully settle that down. But yeah, it's an unstable beast at this moment in time. I kept the sensitivity towards the end down at 20, just to keep it in check, because anything over about 23, 24, and it made so much noise that it was very hard to even pick out the targets, and I'm pretty sure I must have missed stuff running it that high. So the lesson for me was to keep it down at 20, keep it quiet, and then it does pick out the tones, but maybe we're losing some depth, I don't know. So anyway, we've had a good day, haven't we? We've had a good few hours.
Yeah, it has been a good
Thanks,
day,
mate.
Yeah.
Really appreciate
Right.
it. As always, you let me come down here. Really do appreciate it.
Right.
Hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully a decent comparison. It's early days, but we'll keep trying. So for now, we'll see you soon.